What's good, y'all? So as you guys know, the NBA is the most talented league in the world, and they have obviously the most talented players. With that being said though, there's only 30 teams in the league and only a certain amount of roster spots per team, so there's plenty of talents left over in free agency. I'm going to grab some of the best free agents that are in the game, put them on a team, and try to rebuild a championship level roster. Before we get into it, just want to remind you guys to leave a like, subscribe to this video if it's the first one you're seeing. We drop bangers every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, so make sure you don't miss out. Now let's take a look at the roster that we have to start off with, and I'll be honest, it's definitely not the best, but it is the free agents. We're basically playing with the scraps here. Our highest overall is 38-year-old Carmelo Anthony at a 78 overall, which is not bad. He's usually a 77, but I moved him to small forward, and he bumped up in overall, so that works out pretty well. Lance Stephenson is our second highest overall guy. He's normally, I think, a 75, but at a small forward, he bumps up to a 77. So I was tweaking with some of these things, you know, like Lance Stephenson can run the 3, Melo can run the 3, so I moved those guys. I think those are the only guys that I did end up changing, though. Then we got guys like Dwight, DeMarcus, and his Freedoms here. We have a lot of older guys. Some of the youngest guys that we got, I just picked out of free agency, like Sharife Cooper. He's only a 71 overall, but he's 21 years old as a free agent. Could have some type of value. Jared Butler, pretty much the same thing. Eric Pascal is actually the highest overall young player, if that makes sense. At a 75 overall, only 25 years old is not bad at all. PJ Dozier still kind of on the young side. And then it gets to guys that are more older, 30 plus type of thing. So we definitely have our work cut out for us. Let's try to just get one all-star. That's my first goal right now. We're just kind of going to take a shot in the dark here to try this out, see how much our picks are really valued since we are a very bad team. We're going to try to get Trae Young here from the Hawks. They are rebuilding, I saw. Doesn't really make much sense, but in the game they are rebuilding, so I'm going to take advantage of that. Eric Pascal here, 2-star value, and then we have a 3-star value first-round pick, unprotected. Obviously that's a no, and then here's where I just want to throw first-round picks at them, and hopefully they say yes. I'll throw them all 5 if I have to fill out the rest of this trade. We got this Bulls pick here. It's only 1.5-star value. You'll give your own Hawks pick back, and it's a deal. You know, I just went back here to kind of look at the team here, and they like Chris Dunn starting so much that they want Trae Young to run the 2. It's not going to happen. He's going to be running the 1. Chris Dunn, you're probably not even going to be on the squad, to be honest with you. Definitely have a lot of more work to do, but we did get our All-Star, so that's nice. Now the Hornets looks like they want to just get rid of Gordon Hayward's contract. We're going to be trading them Lance Stephenson and Chris Dunn for that contract right there, and a second-round pick. Now this is a really tough decision right here. I threw Gordon Hayward and a first-round pick in the trade finder, and this trade came up for Klay Thompson and a first, and I really do like it, but there's also this trade right here for Jrue Holiday, and I'm going back and forth here. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to have to take this one right here, Klay Thompson. We're basically just swapping first-round picks. So we're doing basically Gordon Hayward and Dwight for Klay Thompson. Not a bad trade. I'm going to have to do it. Now we got this trade. We're giving up Enes Freedom, Sharife Cooper, a first and a second for Cam Johnson and a first-round pick. I'm going to try to finesse them a little bit here. Let's see if they will take it so we don't have to give them a first. If we do that, they want Carmelo and an extra second for Bismack Biyombo. I'd rather not give you Carmelo. Could we just give 2 firsts or 2 seconds? They want Carmelo and they'll give us Torrey Craig this time. No, 3 seconds. Does that work? No. I might be nitpicking right here, but let me just add 1 more second, see if that'll work. Nah. So I just took all the second-round picks away to expect them to X for the first-round pick again, but this time they just want Boogie in a second. They're still giving us Bismack Biyombo. We're getting to that first-round pick still. It's a deal. Now we got the Clippers offering us Norman Powell and a first for Derek Favors, PJ Dozier, and a first-round pick. We're going to take that deal. So we took Norman Powell and that first-round pick, threw him right back into the trade finder for Jared Vanderbilt and the second, and the Celtics offered us Derek White and Grant Williams. I'm 100% taking that deal. So I was thinking about it, and I really wanted to pair Trae Young up with a dynamic center, and Sabonis right here. He's been having a hell of a season, so have the Kings. I wanted to reward him a little bit, bring him onto the team. I put him in the trade finder, and this deal, I don't know if I'm bugging or not. I feel like we're fleecing them. They want Klay Thompson, Cam Johnson, and a first for Sabonis and Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes can easily just replace Cam Johnson right there. We'll have to find a new shooting guard. That's fine. We get our center, though, so it's 100% a deal for me. So I'm trying to do this trade with the Mavericks here for Spencer Dinwiddie. We agreed we'll give them Derek White. They really want Carmelo Anthony, though, really badly. This is honestly not a bad trade. I know I said I might wanted to keep Carmelo, but he might have to get off the team for this. This is too good of a trade. Yeah, I'm sorry, Melo. The Cavs are going to give us a first-round pick and Dylan Windler for Frank Ntilikina and Eric Bledsoe. The Lakers are just going to give Lonnie Walker away, I guess. Dylan Windler, David Nwaba, and a second gets him. So, yeah, we're doing that. We're going to be trading Josh Green and IT to the Kings for Malik Monk and Matthew Dellavedova. Now we're going to try to bolster up our small forward position right here and try to get Chris Middleton from the Bucks. They're also going to give us Wesley Matthews and Javon Carter. We would be giving up Harrison Barnes, Malik Monk, and Lonnie Walker. Not a bad package in my opinion. Let's see what they say. They want a second. They'll give us a first. Sure. Now we're trading Javon, Matthew Dellavedova, Wesley Matthews, and a first to the Heat for Max Strus and Gabe Vincent. I will try to keep this first round pick. You guys know how I do. Get real stingy with these. Now they want to take Nemanja Bjelica for Hayward Highsmith. Sure. Alright, so in this next trade right here, we do have to break up Spencer Dinwiddie's contract a little bit. It's $20 million, a little too much for us right now. So we're giving up him a first, a second, and Hayward Highsmith to the Bucks. We're bringing back Harrison Barnes, and we're also getting Grayson Allen. And now we're turning Harrison Barnes, a first-round pick, and Willie Cauley-Stein into Kevin Huerter and Terrence Davis. Now that we have the starting lineup pretty much set, let's go take a look at it so we know what we're working with. The starting point guard, of course, we have our man Trae Young here, and he is back paired up with his former teammate Kevin Huerter. This backcourt right here, shooting-wise, is scary, and it doesn't stop there. At the small forward, we got Chris Middleton, who can also shoot the ball very, very elite-wise. Then at the power forward, Grant Williams, he can stretch the floor too, and then Sabonis, the dynamic center down low. This team is very offensive-oriented. It's pretty much Grant Williams. I mean, Chris Middleton's a decent defender, but Grant Williams is the only defender on this starting lineup, which kind of sucks, but I'm hoping that our offense between, Sabonis and Kevin, Trae Young, Chris, we got a lot of offensive options here, so hopefully that's going to carry us a little bit. On our bench is just not it at all. We have Grayson Allen, Max Strus, Terrence Davis. Those are the guys that have some real type of value, but they all pretty much run the same position. So we're going to have to figure out this bench, and then we'll be ready to sim. I'm very happy with our starting lineup right now, though. Now we're going to be doing this deal right here. Grayson Allen, Terrence Davis, a first and a second, going to Brooklyn for TJ Warren and Seth Curry. We're sending Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo to Portland for Justice Winslow in a second. And now we're sending Gabriel Deck and Hassan Whiteside to Atlanta for Frank Kaminsky and a second. So I'm looking at this trade right here with the Nuggets, and I really do like it because Bones at just over $2 million is a steal right there. I love that small contract. And we also get KCP's big contract to trade. I don't like the fact that they want 2 first-round picks from us, though. So I'm going to try to take one of these away and offer them a bunch of seconds. We have 3 seconds. Yes, they'll take those 3 seconds instead. Perfect. All right, we're going to do this trade right here for Brook Lopez. It's going to be KCP, a first, and Gabe Vincent for Hayward Highsmith and Brook Lopez. And the last trade of the video, Justice Winslow and Jeremy Lamb for Torrey Craig and Damian Lee. Alright, and now we got the final roster here. A team that started off as just all free agents has turned into this team right here, and I'm loving it. The starting lineup stayed the same from last time. You guys saw Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, Chris Middleton, Grant Williams, and Sabonis. Meanwhile, off the bench, though, we got a whole new revamp here. Brook Lopez is going to be our 6th man here at the center position. I was saying how our starters don't really have a lot of defense. Well, Brook Lopez could be argued as the defensive player of the year this year. So I got him on the squad for that. Can also stretch to the floor and keep going with our offense. So he's a perfect fit for us. Then we got TJ Warren here to run the small forward for us. Just another bucket getter that I wanted on this squad. I'm really hoping that we have one of the top offenses in the league. Kind of the same thing why I got Bones right here to run our backup point guard. Just real crafty, gets a bucket, sets his teammates up. Kind of just going to be our Trae Young Jr. from when he's on the bench. Then we got Max Strus, a little do-it-all guy at the shooting guard position. Hit threes, play scrappy defense, dive for loose balls, things like that. So I wanted him on the team. And then realistically at the end right here, Torrey Craig. I didn't have a lot of assets left. I only needed a power forward to run 11 minutes. So Torrey Craig will be able to do it, play some hard-nosed defense. That's all I'm really looking for him to do. And that's the squad right here. I mean, considering what we started off with, where our highest overall was Grant Williams right here, and he is now one of our lowest overalls, I say we did a pretty good job. Let's sim and see how 2K thinks we did. Luka Doncic continues his reign over the NBA and 2K and wins MVP, averaging yet again a triple-double. Paolo, Rookie of the Year. Cam Payne is back in his 6-man ways. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Cade Cunningham, Most Improved. So this is a little bit weird. We had no All-Stars, no award winners, and no All-NBA team members. Meanwhile, we are the 4th seed, and we won 47 games, which is not bad at all. I'm looking at the stats here, just based off points alone, it looks like Trae Young probably deserves to be at least be an All-Star, maybe even All-NBA. But hey, we don't do that over here. We don't make those rules. If we look over here at his stats for the season, he averaged 28 points, 2 rebounds, 9 assists, 50-40-90. So yeah, I mean 28 and 9 on 50-40-90, probably an All-Star, probably All-NBA. But you know, also averaging a career low in turnovers. Yeah, Trae, they hoed you on this one, I'm not gonna lie. But great season. Chris Middleton, our second option here, gave us 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal, shooting it very well also. And TJ Warren off our bench, our third leading scorer, 13 points, 3 rebounds, straight buckets, 57%, and then 45% from 3. Yes, sir, TJ. It's exactly why I brought you here, to be buckets. Sabonis only averaging 13 points is a little disappointing, but the 11 rebounds, 6 assists is pretty good. Almost a steal in there, too. He shot the ball decent, not from 3 really, but overall decent. Just a little disappointing. Hopefully in the playoffs you put some more shots up there. Brook as the backup averages 12 and almost 2 blocks here, 40% from 3. Here are the rest of the stats for everyone else. Alright, now it's playoff time here. As I said, we are the 4th seed, and we are going up against Denver here. Let's see if they made any changes. We made a trade with them because they have Seth Curry now. Oh yeah, it was the KCP. We got Bones now. Yeah, so, I mean, anytime you verse Jokic, it's a little scary. Hopefully we can handle him. We do in game 1 at least, so let's continue that. But no, they tie it up 1-1. He goes up 2-1. Tied 2-2, perfect. Big game 5 here. Yes, we win the big game 5. One more game, get out of here. No, we're going to a game 7. I'm not messing around. I'm changing the rotation. All right, boys. I know Jokic is very scary. I know he's very good at basketball, but so are we. So let's show him how it's done. Let's win this game 7, please. Don't look like it. 42 points in the first quarter is a little tough to come back from. And yeah, it doesn't look like we are going to. Damn, Jokic, why you gotta violate us like that? It wasn't even fully Jokic. I mean, a triple-double, obviously fantastic. 21, 13, 11, 4 blocks on top of that. But we also let Aaron Gordon drop 25 and 7 with us. And then we also let Jamal Murray drop 31 and 7 with 5 steals. So, I mean, I did say defense wasn't our strong suit, but, I mean, that sucks. Oh, and look at this over here. We traded them Chris Silva. We got him a job in the NBA, and he scored. He 3 for 3 on us. All right. In the losing effort, though, Trae Young did his best. 33 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. Shot at 50%. It was a fantastic game from him. Sabonis had a triple-double of his own. 25, 12, and 10. Yes, sir. Great efficiency, too. Kevin Huerter was doing his thing with 19. We just needed more from Chris Middleton. I was wondering where we were missing. He fouled out in 12 minutes. 12 minutes is all you can give us in a game 7, bro? For real, Chris? Well, even though this team didn't have too much playoff success, I do think it was a success overall as a challenge. I mean, the team we started off with was a bunch of 30-year-old guys that are 77 overall max, and we turned it into a 4-seed playoff team. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave it a like, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. In the description, there'll be links to all my social medias, so make sure you follow me on all those to keep up to date with me. Catch y'all.